As a woman, this house would embrace being successful but intensely disliked, over attempting to achieve community success and approval. As a woman, this house would embrace being successful but intensely disliked, over attempting to achieve community success and approval. Ooh, context. Capitalist forces will exist on either side, work will still be necessary, in the same way community and family will still exist on either side. Most people in life cannot always opt out of family and community, and are in some sense still quite proximate to them because of the need for emotional and financial support a lot. So this debate is not about whether success is good or better than community in general, but it is about whether we, as the actor, should consider this to be our primary goal in life, what matters to us most, and how do we spend most of our waking hours. Stance. We prefer that this individual attempt to seek community success and approval, which likely looks like the following. Volunteering in socio-civic organizations as part of your community. Be relatively more politically active than not in lobbying on behalf of and campaigning for your community. Be involved in social relationships with your community members, neighbors, your peers, etc. Community is most likely the people that you grew up with, that you know very intimately and a lot in your life, and also your family, and we accept that for a lot of people, they may have grievances or difficulties with these community members, but what we argue for in OPP is that it is more likely that if you pursue community success and approval, this is a relationship that is far better and easier to mend and improve in the long run. Argument 1. Community success and approval is more likely to be negotiable with your own expectations. Premise. Pursuing success is a never-ending endeavor that creates more unhappiness for women than not. Social comparisons with other women in your job and occupation become more severe. You have to compromise with your employer and please the men in the workplace while being disliked by other women. Even if you get promoted and even if you become successful, there is almost always another man in the workplace that will assert themselves over you and you will become more increasingly frustrated as a consequence of this. Comparative. Yeah, we accept that the patriarchy and these systems still exist within community, with your parents, with your community members, in religion, etc., but it is about the relative leverage that women have when they are a member of this community and are actively involved. Active involvement in the community allows you to have a greater and deeper reputation that gives you a lot of power and a lot of happiness and self-worth, so even if it is motivated partially by the patriarchy, that is still good, but also, it simply means that you can renegotiate your identity more and you are still better appreciated for your efforts. Best case of Gov. Is that you have more money and more power in the workplace, but your access to translating this into happiness for yourself is very doubtful. More money means you have to purchase more luxury goods to justify your promotion, and more power in the workplace also means that you have more responsibilities. Argument 2. Community success and approval is more likely to be long-lasting in terms of fulfillment. Effort that you put is a good in and of itself, and it also allows you to flourish your own identity and more deeply connect with other people's stories. So even if governor says that you have to sacrifice, or overextend yourselves, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can instead be a deeply fulfilling thing, because compared to sacrificing in your job for your employer, these kind